Hi guys, it's me again, Jennifer Montgomery, back in Key West, still in quarantine, sort of. It's May 27th, I think. I think it's May 27th, I'm gonna say. Yeah, May 27th. We'll go with that. Yeah, so I'm still here. So I just wanted to check in with people and just be like, hi, how's everybody doing? I am getting really bored of this. I'm bored. I'm not like a homebody. Like, I like to be home, but I also like to have some sort of a purpose throughout the day that takes me out of the house, like to go somewhere and do something besides the grocery store or the post office. So I've been working on some things, but just not having like the daily social interaction, well, that's a little uninspiring for me because I vibe off of people, so that is getting on my last nerve. But I want to thank everyone that has bought my book, Woke Woman's Wisdom. It's also available in Spanish, although I don't have that version in print yet. It's on the way. And there is there's a page on my website. So if you go to jenifermontgomery.net/books, there's a link for each version on that page, which will then take you to Amazon, and then you can just click and you can purchase and be inspired. It's gotten excellent feedback, so that I'm super grateful for, from both women and men, so that's really awesome that men are on board with this too, because it's really concise and easy, so it's not like all like emotional. So I think that would lose the male audience, and I'm pretty direct and concise anyway, so I don't get all like, I don't get all like that. It's just, it is what it is, direct. That's just the way I roll. So I appreciate that, the the good reception of it, so that's really good. I just want to remind people to be nice. I know a lot of us are really frustrated, we're bored, we're like, just like had enough. It's obvious by some of the comments and some of the reactions I've gotten from people in the most recent like week and a half to 2 weeks. So that's got me kind of feeling a little more on the quiet side and just like in a state of presence and just allowing, because I'm over it. I'm over the bullying, I'm over the name calling, I'm over the divide. So it doesn't have to be like that, and I think that it's entirely possible, and I encourage adults to respect the opinion of others without feeling the need to have an ego battle over who's right or who's wrong or whatever. We're adults and we all have the right to think and choose as we desire, and there really is no right or wrong. It's really what's right or wrong for, I don't want to say wrong, whatever's right for you. That's it. It's fairly simple. So I'm gonna I kind of have like, I don't want to be like all like rigid, but it's almost like a zero tolerance. Like if someone's going to project and react at me, then I'm just kind of done. It's just like, okay, I don't want to engage in that. There's no reason for it. It doesn't really make me feel good, and it's just crap energy. Like there's no reason for all that stuff. So I feel like it's just a time to just hang in there, and really I'm reinforcing thinking positive, and focusing and putting attention only on things that I want. Same for other people. Like only focus and put attention on what you want, and then it manifests. So we are so powerful in that regard. So I think that that's really, it's really important to keep that in mind, even with certain ideas, or like, just like going down a rabbit hole with different, thought processes. I'm really just, I'm having an awareness of things, but my decision will be like, I'm deciding in advance, and then that way I really don't want to give too much attention to things that really don't make me feel good. I mean, I'll pay attention to it slightly to decide if this is for me or if it's not, but I'm being a little more quick in coming to a final determination on yes or no, is this for me, is this not for me, simply because it's just easier that way. Second, social media is like getting a little volatile, so I'm curbing my screen time and my social media time. Just throughout this quarantine, I've been spending, a lot more time than normal, which I spent a lot of time on social media before, and now it's increased, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm in like this tunnel, which isn't even, it's like a virtual life, and it's not even like real, it's like you have to step out of that tunnel to actually, appreciate all the beauty and everything that's actually there. So that's taking a little bit of effort for me, because I seriously don't have anything pressing to do. So, which is, freedom's wonderful, but I also like to have structure. So not having that structure of just like something to do or to like look forward to, it's like, fuck it, I'll go on Facebook. Like, okay, and then I start scrolling, and then it's just not, it's not fulfilling at all. It's just very monotonous, and it's the same old shit. Like, I really believe that we as like a culture can talk about something other than COVID-19. I mean, there's like a plethora of other topics. I mean, that's all there is. Come on, It's just, it's kind of annoying to me, to be honest. So that's another reminder to encourage all of us, like, find your light, find something that's not related to this pandemic. I mean, yes, we're all in it and we're faced with it, but, maybe for just one day, focus on something entirely different, entirely feel good, and then do it the next day and the next day. And then, the more we focus on this and the more we talk about it and give it attention, the more momentum it gets. So understand that the more people are arguing about politics and what side they're on and this, that, and the other, that is like, it's meaningless. Find your truth. That's not your truth. Politics is not your truth. Neither is this freaking COVID-19. I mean, like, but that's part of the problem. So find what makes your heart sing, because for me, it ain't none of that. So it's just agitating me. So, and that's a sign to go outside, to take a bike ride, to take a walk, to listen to, music that I enjoy, dance, cook, something. But that stuff, and I can honestly say that if that's going to be content in like, a long portion of a conversation with someone, I'm going to shut it down or just disengage from it, because it's not fulfilling. So that's that. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm really keeping the faith that my boredom lifts soon, because me and boredom don't get along very well. And then I start getting like rebellious sometimes with the boredom, because I'm like, F this, like, so I gotta keep it in check. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I know June should be, from what I understand, I mean, I at least know here in the Keys, the checkpoint at the beginning of the Florida Keys is being removed, thankfully. I know a lot of people have strong opinions on that, but I have a strong opinion on my constitutional rights, so we're not going to have any discussion about that. I'm just going to put that there. So that's opening, and that's going to bring, you know, a whole new dimension to the situation here. I know that there are some things, you know, opening in other parts of the country. We're really restricted here in Key West and the Keys, from what I understand through talking from other friends in other parts of, even of the state of Florida. It's a lot more, you know, it's moving, there's more momentum, they're, you know, kind of getting back to a sense of, I don't want to say normal, but just, you know, just back to life, you know. So we've been really paused here for a while, and then it's, you know, also that's depressing too, in a sense, like to see things are literally like crumbling with businesses closing and people struggling financially, and just, you know, just the overall tone of, you know, energy amongst locals. It's just, it's diminished, and, you know, that's my realistic observation. You know, I can look at it from a different perspective and say, you know, well, that's, you know, so we can go up from there. But again, I don't, you know, a lot of things have happened that have been a little bit surprising to me here. So I don't know, you know, I'm just hoping for the best, but I don't want to be too attached to any specific outcome or even an expectation, because it's just more being in a state of presence with the whole situation. So I'm wishing everyone good vibes and happy thoughts and good stuff, and hopefully this is taking us all where we need to be. And stay in your own lane. Yeah, let's be nice to each other, especially now. You know, we're all going through things in different ways, you know. I mean, everyone's processing and perceiving and experiencing this differently. So I think it's important to be compassionate to that and just be nice, and let's not judge each other. So those are just my reminders for this week. Again, if you would like to reach out, you can connect with me through my website, jennifermontgomery.net. I have a blog, which is jennifermontgomery.net. Life is art. I'm on social media. That would include Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And my email, all that stuff's through the website. That's the best way, I would say, to connect with me. You can see my art there too, and my books. And then on my blog, you can read, you know, about my perspective, which is a little different than mainstream thinking. So anyway, have an awesome day. And thank you again to everyone who's purchased the book and who's shared it. So that's awesome. So I like the idea of paying it forward. And yeah, and if anyone wants me to sign their book, because I had a little book signing last week for a friend that purchased 3 of them. So I'm excited. That was really cool. I'm like, I don't even, like, what do I do? So this is new to me. So that was really kind of cool. And yeah, so this is where we are. Everyone have an awesome day. Drink your water, be nice to each other, stay in your own lane, and remember to click like, subscribe, comment, and share. Okay, awesome. Have a good day. Bye.